In a previous video, I added these inner fenders to my truck for scale points. Also, it keeps water and debris out of the inside of the truck. Well, then I was going around and noticing that for some reason Traxxas has left these giant gaps. This is the forward control arm, passenger side. There's a massive gap here for water and snow and everything to just flood into that location. I don't know if you can see up in there, but you can see the wires and everything. On this side, I've gone ahead and sealed that already, and I just literally super glued a piece of bike inner tube in there to fill that gap, and then I put a thin piece of Lexan here, just, sorry about the camera work, just to seal this gap. And when the axle rotates, it's going to rotate past it, and I don't think it'll touch it much, and if it does at all, it'll wear through, and it's smooth anyway, so I don't foresee that becoming a problem. But I'm going to take some inner tube and seal up this huge hole here, because when I did my test run in the wet and the snow that you saw last week, it did collect a bit right here and right here, so I'd like to seal that out. It wasn't enough to get the inside wet, but I just noticed that it went up in those two areas and lodged there, so I'm going to go ahead and seal that second one up right now. One nice thing is on this passenger side, you've got a whole lot of area that you can put things without interfering with the motion of the control arm. That's full compression, and there's plenty of distance there to where if I add something, it's still not going to get into the linkage. With the link out of the way, I just removed it. It's just the back end of it. I can see how much debris has been getting up in there, getting on the side of my transmission and all this, and really for no reason. There's no reason, no good reason anyway, that Traxxas wouldn't have just filled that when they began creating this mold. So I'm going to fill it now. This is the shape of the new piece that I'm going to be adding, and it's going to go right in here like this to fill that gap, and then the whole thing will be sealed and won't be getting anything else in there. The problem is I glued this backing plate to it to give it the proper shape, and now the plastic on plastic does not want to bind. So what I've done is I've cut another piece of bicycle inner tube, and I have only glued plastic on the back part where it's shiny there to give it the proper curve in the on the back side, because I want that to be the right shape once it's in. And I might just curve that a little more just by bending it. I just want that to curl around the back side of the rod end, or the link end. So I'm going to just do that real quick, and then when you super glue stuff on rubber to plastic, it bonds really strong, and I won't ever have to worry about it again. Always test fit your pieces before you secure them. I needed to add that little notch in the corner there, and that is to account for the edge of the link riser here, or I don't know if you call it a link riser, but the mounting point for the link. So now when it goes in there, it goes around the corner perfectly, and that's going to be sealed just absolutely near watertight. So that's what it's going to look like in, and once you get some dirt on it, you won't be able to tell the difference between that and the bottom of the truck. Also, these panels here are new. This is old. They'll all scratch up together and look the same eventually, but this is going to be a nice addition. I'll get it secured and then show you a final product, how there won't be any space for water or debris to encroach into my transmission area. This is the final product with the link on. It's all sealed, and no water can get up in there, no debris, no sand. So if I go run this in the sand, I'm not going to even have sand inside of the body at all. So I think that was 20 minutes of my time well spent. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.